Unit 4 deals with triangles. So 4-1 is classifying triangles, being able to name everything about it. Let's get through this fairly quickly to get to the examples on the bottom. Classify means to arrange or organize things using common qualities. There are two ways to classify a triangle, using its angles and using its sides. Acute triangle is a triangle in which all of the angles are acute angles. Angle A is acute, angle B is acute, angle C is acute. Therefore, triangle ABC is an acute triangle. Remember, acute means to be smaller than 90, so they're all smaller than 90, therefore it is acute. Obtuse, a triangle in which exactly one of the angles is an obtuse angle. Remember, obtuse means greater than 90. Therefore, angle D is an obtuse angle, so triangle DEF is an obtuse angle. Right triangle is a triangle in which exactly one of the angles is a right angle. So angle J is a right angle, which means 90 degrees, usually shown by the box. Therefore, triangle JKL is a right triangle. KL is hypotenuse, is the one directly across from the box. And JK and JL are the legs. Equiangular triangle is an acute triangle in which all of the angles are congruent. In this case, they are all 60 degrees. Angle A is 60, angle B is 60, and angle C is 60. Therefore, angle A congruent to angle B, which is congruent to angle C. So triangle ABC is equiangular. Triangle ABC has equal angles. The name isn't here, but the name should be a scalene triangle. It is a triangle in which no two sides are congruent. No two sides are congruent. So you have 8, 12, and 14. None of them match. Therefore, triangle DEF is a scalene triangle. A triangle in which at least two sides are congruent. In this case, JK and KL are both 13. So JK is congruent to KL. That's what this should say. So triangle JKL is an isosceles triangle. And lastly would be equilateral triangle. A triangle in which all of the sides are congruent. AB is 10, BC is 10, AC is 10. Therefore, AB is congruent to BC, which is congruent to AC. So triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. These examples state to classify each triangle by its angles and its sides. So for number 1, by its angles, this would be acute, because they're all less than 90. And by its sides, none of them match, so it'll be scalene. You do number 2, you should have had obtuse isosceles. For number 3, notice that there's these marks. These marks mean congruent. These arcs mean that these two arcs are congruent. Therefore, this would be acute, because they are all less than 90, and isosceles. You do number 4. Number 4 is the right scalene. Number 5, identify the indicated type of triangles. And let's ignore this. So number 5, I want to try to find an isosceles. Remember, that's when two sides are the same. So if you look here, I have this arc, those double lines, which means that this line is the same as this line. So if I complete the triangle, I have triangle BED. Go ahead and do number 6. And there may be more options that I missed. For example, in number 5, you could have also put triangle BDC, since you have these two marks here. Alright, now for number 7. Number 7 says to find the measure of the sides of triangle KPL, then classify each triangle by its sides. I don't know why it got cut off, but here's the ordered pairs we're going to be using. K, P, and L. So let's plot those points. Here's K. Here's P. And this is L. So we know we can count this bottom one, LK, and say that that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to write that LK equals 5. But now to find PL and PK, they are slanted lines, which means we have to do one of two things. Either distance formula, or Pythagorean theorem. Go ahead and do the work for either one, and I will show you what the answers are. So PL was the square root of 37, which is approximately 6.08. PK was the square root of 72, which is approximately 6.49. So to classify by its sides, do any of these match? No, so that would make this one a scaling. And you look at the angles. This angle here, if it went this way, that would make it 90. So since this one's bigger, that's going to be obtuse because it's bigger than 90. So this triangle is an obtuse scalene. Now, on tests and quizzes, you must show me all the work using one of these two things to find these answers. You must show me all the work. Just by giving me this answer, you receive 0 credit.